In today's video, we find out what happens when Boss Foundation meets the brand new boss Dr. Slone, who was just added in outside of Tilted Towers today in Chapter 3 Season 2's update. Now, back in the Chapter 2 Season 8 event, we saw Foundation and Dr. Slone meet for the first time in this clip right here.
Impossible. I watched you die.
I got over it.
You came back for me.
You promised me Jeno.
Well, love you too, buddy.
So obviously I wanted to see what would happen if Dr. Slone meets Foundation inside of Fortnite, how would they react, who would win in a battle, and that's what we're going to find out in today's video. Now the one thing I want to know, are you Team IO or are you Team the 7? Let me know in the comment section down below. And also, if you're not already, roughly 98% of you guys watching this video aren't subscribed, so tap that subscribe button, it takes less than a second to do. And also, before you buy the battle pass, don't forget to pop in code POST, that's POST. It is the best way to support the channel over here, and it means a lot to me if you guys can do that. So thank you anyone considering to do that. So the battle has started and we had to go and locate the Foundation. Luckily enough, I grabbed a tank and brought it over here. I don't know why I got a tank, I just thought it would be fun because they're brand new in the game. And I decided, you know what, we have to grab the Foundation and put him on a car. We got him on the car and he was away. As he was on the car, he started to drive his way over to the location of Dr. Slone. But it wasn't as simple as just simply driving him over there. The Foundation for some reason doesn't like to stay on cars, and he loves to go for a little walk, which he did many times throughout this. It took us about 2 hours to pull off overall. We had many attempts at it, and eventually we got it to work, but he just wouldn't stay on cars. Sometimes he'd fall off, and we just took forever getting him back on a car, to the point where sometimes we'd be like, he's on, and no, he's off. And we can't even drive the car away. I don't know what was going on, but it just wasn't working. I feel like Fortnite have been patching all of our methods to move NPCs and stuff in the past, which we've shown on the channel, and this is one which has been out for ages, which we've been using, just simply putting NPCs on cars, but it doesn't work anymore because they now fall off. So kind of annoying, and they don't stay on the car as much as they used to, and they just randomly slide off just like that. I don't know why Foundation kept doing that, but it was okay. We eventually gave up. We decided to try with a truck, and this generally wasn't working either. I thought it could have worked because it was a bigger target, but it just didn't. But that was okay. We decided eventually just to do fishing rod Foundation all the way over to the location he needed to go, which was going to take a very long time because fishing rodding him isn't easy. You've got to move him about 400 meters, which was a crazy amount of distance, but luckily enough, we already had him halfway thanks to the car driving skills from our team, Yorkie and Krytak, shout out to you guys, and we managed to get him pretty far to the location of Dr. Slone. So after fishing rodding Foundation for a little bit of time, we eventually got him round this huge hill outside of Tilted, and he was almost at the location of Dr. Slone. All he had to do was simply cross this river, and there it was, the giant drill where Dr. Slone is located inside of that Fortnite trailer where you see it pop up. It was taking a little bit of time, we were trying our best, and I did really good. Look at me go, guys. I don't even miss a shot. I'm hitting every single shot from my fishing rod, not missing one single shot here. Perfect skills, and he's moving relatively quick, to be honest, Foundation. I didn't expect him to move this quick, and over time we eventually got it there. So by the time Foundation had got to his location, my team held him in a box while I went inside of here and eliminated the IO guards. The only reason I'm eliminating the IO guards is to make it a fair fight, just because it would be a little bit unbalanced if he's getting absolutely sprayed down by 3 Dr. Slones and a bunch of IO guards, because obviously you guys know the Dr. Slone forms into her multi-form. So let's just eliminate these IO guards. We've taken out 2 of them. There's only 1 more remaining, and he looks like he's down there on the front. I want to try not to trigger Dr. Slone because I don't want it to follow me towards Foundation, so I'm trying my best to eliminate these IO guards without actually triggering her attention. So I'm trying to avoid her. She is down here, and we just don't want to trigger her at all until all of the IO guards are down. So there goes our final IO guard. Almost got him. A few more shots left on him, and he should be down. There we are. So there goes the IO guard back in the loop. Easily done. And now Dr. Slone was ready to go because Foundation was so close now. My team were moving him in. Foundation was in position, and we had Dr. Slone ready. We tried and aggroed her over towards me. You can see Dr. Slone was following me. We had her on our tail, and then once we had Dr. Slone, we could take her through this section over here and then get her to meet Foundation. Now, funnily enough, Foundation just aggroed straight onto Dr. Slone with no messing around. I didn't expect this, but he did. I wonder if Fortnite have programmed something in the game where these could meet at some point in the storyline this season. I didn't expect him to aggro on her without actually being hit by her, but that's what happened. But switching over to the replay, we'll go over exactly how this all happened and obviously the fight which is coming up. So, how exactly did these meet? Well, obviously she transforms into her free format, which is Dr. Slone's icon, as we know. And once she was in that format, we were basically set to go. All I had to do with Paradigm was bait the Dr. Slone through, and then we were set to actually manage to get the Dr. Slone to meet the Foundation for the first time. With that triple form, it was amazing to see, and now it was time to take her over and get them battling inside of Fortnite. She's such an awesome boss and been one of my favourite ones ever, but with 3 Dr. Slones ready to go, it was 3 Dr. Slones versus Foundation about to go down right now inside of Fortnite. The first Dr. Slone was pushing straight through the drill, the others were a little bit behind, and the Foundation summons his huge meatball to throw in towards Dr. Slone, but actually doesn't get much damage on, only 90 going on the first Dr. Slone at the front. He doesn't know which ones to clone, and neither do we in this situation, so it's all up to the Foundation to pick off these one by one and hope that he picks the actual Doctor. The first Doctor pushes down on Foundation, dealing a bunch of damage to him with them huge 36s coming in from that new Mythic burst, but Foundation also using his MK Mythic, doing a decent amount of damage to the Dr. Slones, switching over to his meatball to see if he could hit any, but he does hit the ramp and doesn't hit any. We're taking cover behind this stone over here so we don't get taken out. And one thing to really note here is Dr. Slone actually does more damage than Foundation, but doesn't fire as fast, so that increased fire rate from Foundation's rifle gives him that little bit of an advantage against Doctor, but she does have 3 of her units which can be resummoned if the time is right, and Dr. Slone does see the opportunity with Foundation backing off at some point. But you can see the Foundation is not giving up with his Mark 7 rifle, absolutely going crazy, dealing as much damage as possible to Doctors, but then all 3 Doctors come in and start to try and deal some damage to Foundation, missing a bunch of shots though. While Foundation stands still using one of my techniques against NPCs, he actually throws the giant meatball and gets a 90 on all 3 of the Dr. Slones, which is crazy amount of damage coming in from the Foundation. Now in this situation, the Dr. Slones are all grouped up together with Foundation dealing 25, crack the shield one on the left, who's completely cracked right now. No longer any shield on that left side one, and these back 2 still have shield from what we can tell. Also the giant meatballs coming in again. Is it going to deal huge 90 damage on all 3 of these? And it does get a huge big triple hit right there coming in from Foundation's meatball onto all the Doctors. The Doctors are trying their best to stand their ground against the Foundation. Another one has been cracked on the right over here, who no longer has shield. Left Dr. Slone hits Foundation for a nice little 36. Oh, but it looks like right Dr. Slone goes down with only 2 Dr. Slones remaining right now. Foundation's also lost his shield, but also takes down the left Dr. Slone, with the final Dr. Slone remaining in the middle, being the actual Doctor. Will Foundation be able to eliminate her and take the W? He throws in the meatball, gets a lovely 90 on the Doctor with her shield completely cracked. It is now 2 shields cracked. Dr. Slone versus Foundation in this face-off. Foundation's missing a bunch of shots there. Double 36 coming in from Dr. Slone. It's got to be super tight, but Foundation gets a lovely shot there on the Doctor and clutches it up. 1v3. The biggest and most powerful boss inside of Fortnite, in my opinion, has to go to Foundation with that W. If you guys are struggling to level up this season, I've got a video at the end of this video which I will link to you guys, where you can check out, which goes over all of my creative maps to give you a lovely overview of all of the different stuff you can do inside of there. For example, this creative map which I recently launched, which is IO versus the 7. If you enjoyed this video, you'd love this map because it's themed around Dr. Slone versus the Foundation as a team, IO versus the 7, and it even has a bunch of new items added in today in creative, and you can even use the new sprint, overshield and mantle ability inside of this map. It's all enabled for you guys to play and enjoy. Go and try it out, and don't forget to check out the video on screen on how to level up a little bit quicker. It should help you out with a little bit of guidance to help you level up as fast as possible. Once again, leave a like, comment and subscribe, and this is 5Post signing out.